Hey guys, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I think Christmas is like 12 days out. Very festive in my home right now. It's early in the morning. I got my stockings. Behind me, I got some Christmas music playing, and I got my beautiful Christmas tree right here to the left of me. But I wanted to share a story with you today during this Christmas season that was brought to my attention, a good reminder the other day on social media. You know, if you're on Facebook, Facebook will bring up an image of you and a friend. It'll say Gabriel and so has been Facebook friends for so many years. So this image came up of me and this woman who I love to death, her and her husband. They've been such vital parts of my life for the past 32 years. But it made me think about there's such a critical question that Christians should be asking their friends, their neighbors, coffee shops, like wherever you're going and you're building relationship with people, like this is a vital question that can impact the kingdom of God and impact people's lives for years to come. So here's the question. It made me think, bringing up that image, the history I had with her, of the question she asked me 32 years ago. Hey, do you want to go to church? Do you want to come to my church? She asked me to go to church. I was a rep for a hair care, skincare, makeup line. She was one of the stylists of the salons I visited on a regular basis. And I built a relationship, rapport with her. And every time I left that salon after I had contact with her, I always left thinking, man, there's something different about her. I don't know what it is, but there's something different, man. What is that? That's just so. Any time I'd have contact with her, I just I never felt I had to have a guard up with her, or we just always had great conversations. And as I look back, because it was 32 years ago, I don't even know if we had spiritual conversations, but there was something that was just, of course it was God's Spirit, right? That was working in that moment. But we were at lunch one day. I was with her and the salon owner, and because I'm trying to sell product and generate revenue and build my brand within their salon. And she asked me to go to church, and the salon owner actually went to that church as well. So they just started sharing with me. And so I said, yes, I'd go to church on Sunday. And I remember that Sunday morning when I woke up, man, my stomach was in knots. I just wasn't feeling good. And I was just like, oh man, I'm not going to go. But no, I have to go because I told him that I would go. And I ended up going. And listen, I was raised Catholic. I went to Catholic church every Sunday. I always had a sense of God's presence and who Jesus was, but I didn't know him. I didn't know the scriptures. I lived a life that completely contradicted everything I said I believed. So I went to church, and I was kind of standing in the back, and then I see her, Arlene, coming toward me, and then she pulls me to the front, and we're sitting in the front of the church, and I'm looking around, and I see people that I know, and I'm like, oh wow, they're a Christian. Oh, they're a Christian. They're a Christian. So it was just such a interesting dynamic. And then I remember when church started and the worship was happening and people were raising their hands and just worshiping and loving God and praising Jesus. And I thought, man, I wish I had the freedom to do that. I was too embarrassed. I was too self-conscious. I was too insecure to really do that. But I wanted to do that. But it was that question of her asking me to go to church that led me from that moment really on an all-out search to know who Jesus was. And I believe that was in October of 1991. And January 21st, 1992, I crossed that line of faith. I made a decision for Jesus, but it was all because, and look, there's other parts of the story before all this, right? Where God was using people in my life, but this was such a critical point where her asking me to go to church was pivotal in me making a decision for Jesus. And I just thought about it. And I thought about over the 32 years that I've been walking with Jesus, I've led so many people. You know, God has given me the opportunity to lead people to him in prayer and be a part of what he's doing in their lives. And being sensitive in the last 32 years, probably thousands of opportunities of just being able to be a conduit of Jesus' love to those around me. So listen, because of that question and me going, God has been so awesome in allowing me to be a part of his grand story of redemption in people's lives. So you never know the impact that will take place in the kingdom of God by that question. So listen, I want to encourage you today. Ask somebody to go to church, man. Ask somebody to go to church. God's at work in people's lives, and he's pulling them in. He's drawing them towards him. So I want to encourage you today, man, be bold, take a risk, and just be natural. Hey, you want to go to church with me? So give it a go. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Let's make an impact for the kingdom of God.